All right, so it's your girl here. This is my review of the last two episodes, episode 9 and 10 of Ultimatum Queer Love on Netflix. Why am I laying on my couch? Because I'm annoyed. These last two episodes to me were just so annoying. I'm just like done. I didn't even want to rewatch it to take notes. I'm just going to talk off the cuff. Episode 9, the proposals or the decision. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Everybody proposed except for Xander. Xander was like, look, I'm done with Vanessa. Xander really wanted Yoli, and Xander was in shock that Yoli chose Mal. Well, of course, Mal proposed to Yoli. Ray and Lexi proposed to each other. Ozzy's was cute. Ozzy had a rock, then Ozzy came back with a ring. Tiff proposed to Mildred. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Yeah. Xander was like, I'm done. But Xander, if Yoli wouldn't have accepted Mal's proposal, I think Xander was prepared to propose. So they go through all that bullshit. Okay. So then you have episode 10. You get to the reunion. They have them all separated. You can see the tension on stage. So it's like, whoa, what happened? I really thought Xander and Yoli ended up hooking up. So I think some revelations were made amongst the participants. They started off, well, of course, Lexi and Ray were like, yeah, we still, we in this, we're going to get married. And some shit they was going on about. Then you had Tiff and Mildred. Yeah, of course, oh Lord, that was a big fireworks there. Duh. They shouldn't have even proposed and did all that hoopla in the beginning. So it was a lot of fighting. Somebody got, who was that? Tiff called the police on Mildred. She was throwing shit. I don't know. Okay, you have Yoli and Mal. Thank you, Mal. Thank you for seeing the light, because I was ready to stir the teacup and tell Mal to get out because you got your girl in love with somebody else, falling out after you proposed to her and all this bullshit. Thank you, Mal, for seeing the light. Mal was like, you made a fool out of me. They was like, we don't even talk. Okay. Xander and Vanessa, they, maybe they tried to meet up, but it didn't work. I think Xander found out that Yoli was truly just not good for her, that Yoli will fall for anybody. Ozzy and Sam seem like they are really working through it. Now, they didn't rush to get married. They're engaged. I love the fact that they're working on their communication. They're really compromising. They're seeing each other where they are. Because I like the way Sam was like, okay, when we have a discussion, I want to talk about it now. Ozzy is the type that wants to, take some space. So, and you find that a lot in couples. You have the one, if there's a disagreement, I want to get this settled now. And you have another one that's like, I need time to process, and they usually blow up at each other. But I'm so glad that they recognize that, they accept that within each other and decide, okay, we can work on this. So they're planning their wedding. I think they will be successful as long as they continue to work at it. You can have people who have experienced trauma in their lives. My thing is, as long as you're working to heal. And Ozzy did say they discovered some things within themselves because of their childhood and all of that trauma. So I'm like, okay, I appreciate that part. All right, so, the show goes off, and then at the last part they say, well, shortly after the reunion, Lexi and Ray decided to break up and cancel the wedding. I'm not surprised. I kind of am and kind of not. Because it felt like Ray just really wasn't comfortable majority of the time. I thought it was just with Vanessa, because Vanessa was, being Vanessa, pushing and doing that bull crap she does. But Lexi can be a bit demanding and controlling also. And so I don't know what happened. Maybe I'll go look on YouTube and see if they're going to talk about it. But I was surprised. So, bottom line, you cannot give a person an ultimatum to change for you. They would have to change for themselves. They would have to see a need for the change, and the change would have to be for them, not for you. Giving people ultimatums to get married, that's a bunch of bullshit right there. I'm so glad that these people grew up a little bit, saw the light, decided to part ways. Those who truly needed to part ways. Now, if they get their crap together and they decide they want to try to revisit it later, hey, it could work out, could not, depends. But some of them folk really, 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 really need to get in therapy. So, hey, it is what it is. All right, well, I'm still annoyed, but I'm about to go. So it's your girl, Arnika Lavlas, a.k.a. Lincoln Love.